Beloved chosen one, you are not moving through this hour by accident, and you are not standing in this moment because fate happened to be kind to you. You have been marked for this hour. Before people misunderstood you, before doors closed in your face, before you learned how to survive disappointment with a silent smile, the hand of God was already resting on your life. There has always been something set apart about you. Even when you tried to blend in, you could not fully disappear into the crowd because heaven did not design you to be ordinary. You were never meant to echo the noise of the world. You were meant to carry a sound that awakens, a presence that shifts atmospheres, and a life that points back to the one who called you. That is why your journey has felt different. Others may have walked easy roads while you have had to fight for peace, fight for clarity, fight even to hold on to hope. But the weight you have carried is not proof that you were abandoned. It is proof that your life carries consequence. Darkness does not waste its attention on what has no purpose. The resistance around you has been revealing the value within you. Every delay, every lonely season, every moment when you questioned whether you truly belonged has been preparing your spirit to recognize this truth: you are marked. And what God marks, hell cannot erase. The Spirit speaks through the prophet Jeremiah, chapter 1, verse 5. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. Let that settle into your soul. You were known before you were seen. You were chosen before you were named by anyone on earth. This means your calling is older than your fear. Your assignment is deeper than your wounds. What God spoke over you did not begin when people finally noticed your strength. It began in the secret council of heaven. And because it began with God, it does not depend on human approval to stand. So in this hour, you must stop measuring yourself by who left, who doubted, who overlooked, or who failed to understand your heart. Their blindness does not cancel your mark. Their rejection does not revoke your purpose. You are still the one heaven has touched. You are still the one carrying oil through dry places. You are still the one being prepared for a time that demands courage, obedience, and fire. Do not shrink now. Do not question the mark because the path has been hard. The path has been hard because the mark is real. And the same God who set you apart is the God who will sustain you, reveal you, and use you in this very hour. Like this message, share it with someone who needs confirmation. Subscribe for more, and comment 111 if you receive that you have been marked for this hour. And because that mark has always been upon you, your life has also carried a pain that others could never fully explain. The wounds were not random. The betrayals were not meaningless. The seasons when you felt isolated, misread, and emotionally exhausted were not signs that your story was falling apart. They were signs that something sacred in you was being tested, refined, and proven. You have suffered in ways that forced you to grow roots where others only grew opinions. You have learned how to keep walking with tears in your eyes and faith in your spirit. That is not weakness. That is evidence. There were people who entered your life only to misunderstand your heart. There were places where you gave loyalty and received suspicion in return. There were moments when you tried to explain the depth of what you carried. But language failed you because some assignments cannot be translated to those who have never endured spiritual pressure. And still, through every breaking place, something in you refused to die. You bent, but you did not collapse. You grieved, but you did not surrender your soul. You were pressed, but the oil kept flowing. We are reminded through the writings of David in the Psalms, chapter 66, verse 10. For you, God, tested us. You refined us like silver. This is why your pain has felt so intense. Silver is not refined in comfort. It is refined in fire. And you have walked through fire. You have had to stand in rooms where your purity was mocked, your silence was misread, and your kindness was treated like weakness. Yet the fire did not consume your calling. It exposed what was false, purified what was true, and taught you how to discern who carries peace and who carries hidden disruption. What hurt you also revealed you. The pain proved that your life could not remain shallow. God was not allowing you to stay on the surface. He was taking you into depth, because a marked vessel must be strong enough to carry what heaven places inside it. The disappointments carved space in you. The tears washed your vision. The lonely nights trained your ear to hear God without applause, without reassurance, without visible proof. What once felt like abandonment was often divine separation. What looked like loss was often holy protection. So when you look back, you begin to see it differently. The pain was not the end of your identity. It was the furnace where your identity was clarified. The betrayal did not destroy your anointing. It revealed that your anointing was real. The mark upon your life has been proven in suffering, and what has been proven in suffering will not be shaken by the hour that is now approaching. And now the reason everything has felt like it is tightening around you becomes impossible to ignore, because this is not merely another season passing by. This hour is activating your assignment. What was once hidden in preparation is now being summoned into movement. What sat in silence is being called into expression. The pressure has increased because the moment has arrived for you to stop treating your calling like a distant possibility and start recognizing it as a present demand. You are not waiting for your purpose to begin someday. In many ways, it has already begun, and heaven is confronting every excuse that has tried to delay your obedience. You have sensed it in the unrest, in the holy dissatisfaction, in the way old distractions no longer comfort you the way they once did. Things that used to entertain you now feel empty. Places that once held your attention now feel too small for what is rising inside you. That is because God is not letting you settle into lesser things while your true assignment stands at the door. This stirring in your spirit is not confusion. It is divine urgency. It is the hand of God pulling you out of passivity and into alignment, as Jesus himself declared in the Gospel of John, chapter 9, verse 4. We must do the works of him who sent me while it is day. Night is coming, when no one can work. This word lands with force because it strips away delay. There are moments in life when preparation is the command, and there are moments when movement is the command. You are stepping into the second kind of moment. This is why hesitation has become dangerous. This is why compromise suddenly feels heavier than before. This is why the Spirit keeps pressing on your heart, because your obedience in this hour is connected to more than your own comfort. Someone will find courage because you finally say yes. Someone will recognize God's faithfulness because you stop hiding what He placed within you. Someone will escape despair because you chose to act when heaven said move. Do not misread this hour. The intensity is not there to crush you. It is there to awaken you. God is making it difficult for you to remain asleep to your own calling. The mark on your life is demanding response. The pain prepared you, but this hour requires activation. You cannot live forever at the edge of obedience, admiring the door while refusing to walk through it. This is the hour to answer, the hour to rise, the hour to let your yes become visible. Comment I move now as a declaration that delay is broken and your obedience will no longer be postponed. And because this hour is demanding your obedience, the battle around you has also become more aggressive. The moment you begin to move with clarity, resistance starts searching for an entrance. It does not always come with obvious darkness. Sometimes it comes through weariness, through distraction, through the temptation to delay one more time, through voices that sound reasonable but are designed to drain your courage. The warfare over your life is not only about stopping your progress, it is about wearing down your agreement with God until you begin to call compromise wisdom. That is why you must discern this hour with spiritual sharpness. The attack is not random. It is aimed at your yes. There is a reason your mind has been tested. There is a reason old fears have tried to revisit you just as new doors begin to open. There is a reason discouragement has tried to sit beside your calling and whisper that what God showed you is too much, too late, or too difficult. The enemy understands that a fully surrendered chosen one becomes dangerous to every chain, every lie, and every atmosphere of spiritual sleep. So the war intensifies when obedience gets close, not because you are losing, but because your yes is carrying more power than you realize. It was proclaimed in the second letter to Timothy chapter 1, verse 7. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. This is the line that exposes the battle. Fear is not your nature. Confusion is not your inheritance. A broken, unstable inner life is not the final word over someone marked by God. You have been given power to stand, love to remain pure, and a sound mind to reject the chaos that tries to pull you out of alignment. So when fear rises, you do not bow to it, you answer it. When fatigue speaks, you do not crown it as truth. You remember who breathed life into you. When temptation suggests that partial obedience is good enough, you stand your ground and refuse to negotiate with what God has already made clear. This battle is real, but so is the authority placed within you. You are not facing this hour empty-handed. You are carrying revelation, endurance, and the living presence of God. Every assault against your obedience is confirming that your obedience matters. Every attack is revealing that your next step carries consequence in the spirit. And if this message is strengthening your walk and helping this word reach those who are fighting their own hidden battles, you can support this ministry through your donation and become part of sending strength where it is needed most. And now you stand at the threshold of what your entire journey has been shaping you for. Because the fire did not come to destroy you. It came to crown you. Everything you endured, everything you survived, everything you had to learn in silence is now converging into a single revelation. You are no longer becoming who you are stepping into it. The version of you that once questioned, hesitated, and doubted is being overtaken by a version of you that sees clearly, moves boldly, and carries authority without apology. This is not pride. This is alignment. You are beginning to recognize your voice again, not as something small or uncertain, but as something that carries weight. When you speak now, it is different. When you walk into spaces now, something shifts. This is what happens when a chosen one stops negotiating with their identity and starts living from it. You are not trying to convince the world anymore. You are simply revealing what God has already established. The mark is no longer hidden beneath survival. It is rising into visibility. The apostle reminds us in his letter to the Romans, chapter 8, verse 19. For the creation waits in eager expectation for the children of God to be revealed. Do you understand what this means for you? It means your life is not just about you finding peace or success. There is a greater unveiling taking place. There are atmospheres waiting for your presence, people waiting for your obedience, and moments waiting for your courage to show up. Your revelation becomes someone else's breakthrough. Your obedience becomes someone else's answered prayer. This is why you could not remain hidden forever. This is why the pressure increased. You were being prepared to be revealed. So you rise differently now, not rushed, not anxious, but certain. You stop shrinking your light to make others comfortable. You stop explaining your calling to those committed to misunderstanding you. You stop doubting what God has already confirmed in your spirit. The crown you carry is not made of human approval. It is formed through fire, obedience, and endurance. And because it was formed that way, it cannot be easily taken from you. This is the hour where you walk forward as who you truly are, not who fear tried to make you, not who pain tried to reduce you to, but who God declared from the beginning, marked, refined, activated, and now revealed in power. Comment 818 if you receive that you are stepping fully into your revealed identity in this hour. What remains now is simple and sacred. You do not leave this word the same way you entered it. You carry it like a living ember beneath your ribs. And when a fire has truly warmed your spirit, sometimes the gentlest response is to let your hand rest upon it in quiet recognition. Let your light be that soft touch upon the altar, a silent witness that this word found a home in you. And if this flame has given you light, do not hide it beneath your own roof. Let your share become a lantern set in another window, so someone wandering through their midnight may finally see where hope still lives. Do not let this moment pass without leaving a trace of your awakening. Let your comment be like oil poured at the threshold, a visible testimony that your heart did not only listen, but answered. And if your soul has found shelter here, remain near the well where living water continues to flow. Let your subscription be like returning to the riverbank where heaven keeps meeting you again, and where gratitude ripens into generosity. Let it fall like seed into fertile ground. Let your donation become rain on a field that will feed many unseen hearts. What is offered in love never stays small in the hands of God.